Late Night Health continues. In studio, Gary Stewart. Gary is the author of Master Your Universe, How to Direct and Star in Your Own Life. And on our phone line, Pattie Wood, the executive director of the Grassroots Environmental Education Organization. And, of course, twiddling the dials and the knobs, the insane Daryl Wayne. I'm Mark Alyn. I'm kind of like the facilitator here.
Absolutely.
Right? So let's talk about a couple of things, Pattie, and Gary, please jump in.
Yes.
We at home, I have been advocating for a filter for the house and to get rid of all the chemicals, because the chemicals that go on your skin when you're showering, you're going to swallow some of that water. We've already talked about the poor dead goldfish, and my wife says no. She doesn't. First of all, she doesn't. She says no for a very good reason. I do not have the technical skills to install it. Okay, we know that. It just, I can't do it. Can you, Gary?
No. I would hire somebody.
Yes, you can.
I've changed a couple of water heaters in my day.
It's really inexpensive to have it installed, especially if you're just doing a kitchen filter. But you are absolutely, you are actually doing. You're actually thinking in the right way. You really need to filter your own water. You can't rely on bottled water. There are huge issues with the quality of the bottled water. But then, if you think about it, the amount of plastic that we are producing, using, and throwing away at about 2.5 million every hour, just in this country alone. That's 60 million every single day.
But we're filtering out the bad stuff. What about the good stuff? How do you
leave
the good stuff
you're actually
remain?
filtering out, all the good stuff too, because both with reverse osmosis and with distillation, you're actually taking out minerals that are important for the body. Now, there are some people that say, okay, you should be trying to get those minerals from your food anyway, but most people don't have the kinds of diets where, they are eating properly and getting those minerals from food. So, it is problematic for reverse osmosis and distillation.
Well, that takes everything out of the water. Everything out of the water, and it's distilled water. It's what my mom used to put in her steam iron.
Right,
yeah,
exactly
right.
Right.
But reverse osmosis has been used as a method of purification for ground and surface waters for a long time. It was first invented to purify seawater, so it was a desalinization process. And in fact, I believe that California is ramping that up right now.
Yeah, I believe they are too. We're going to
places, there are a couple places.
What do you think about that? Is that good, bad? I mean, we do have a drought, and we need the water.
We do have a drought, and we need the water, but we can't just say, okay, we're not going to fix the reason that we have that we have more of a problem than we should have, even though we have a drought. We need to fix that. I mean, if all of those vegetables that are being grown, in that area, north of L.A. I don't know what that area is
San
called.
Joaquin Valley.
Joaquin.
Or even here in Ventura County, where we're based.
If they were growing organically, then you need less water, and they're not growing organically.
No, they're not. And I bought some tomatoes last year that were the best tomatoes I've had in years, and they were. I bought them at Whole Foods. They weren't that expensive. They were about $2 a pound, and they were, I can't remember the actual term, but what they did was they took the water, they took the seed, they planted it, they put a little water on it, and that was it.
Hydroponic.
It was in the ground.
Oh.
It was actually grown in the ground.
Yeah.
And they just the tomatoes were red and they had an aroma.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pattie, we're about out of time. I've got 30 seconds.
You can't be out of time. There's so much to say.
I know. Well, we all have to come back.
Reverse osmosis. It also uses a lot of water to produce. It loses 6 to 10 gallons of water to get 1 gallon. And the same thing with distillation. It has a problem because there are chemicals that you would like to remove from your water supply that may have the same boiling point as water.
One of the things that I've always said is that if you take water from the tap and boil your artichoke, you're condensing those chemicals in that water, and you're eating even more.
That's right. We believe in a process, a filtration process. It's a multi filtration process.
Got it. Pattie, we're out of time. We will do this again, I promise. And we are available for you anytime you want us. Pattie Wood, the Executive Director of the Environmental Health and Nonprofit Organization Grassroots Environmental Education.org, I believe.
Yep. No, it's actually grassrootsinfo.org.
Grassrootsinfo.org. There'll be more information about Grassroots and about Gary Stewart at latenighthealth.com. Coming up around the corner, some more of Late Night Health. Don't go away as we continue.
Excellent.
The show continues in a moment.